Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. On this channel, we support Harry and Meghan. We do expose the racist treatment of Meghan Markle by the racist UK monarchy. And also by the tabloids. Well, they are all the same. The UK monarchy hires the tabloids to bully Harry and Meghan. And they are bullying Meghan because of her race. That's all I can tell y'all guys. So guess what? Did y'all read this new article? King Charles came with a threat saying today, no, it's not today. What is today? I don't even know the day, but yeah, the article came yesterday. So Tissecting made a video about it. So I'm going to put her little video so you guys could just listen to it. Because y'all know I don't be showing people's videos on my channel. So but I'm going to put the sister so she could explain everything to y'all guys. So now that threat is just pretty much, guess what? Because you know what we did to Kate and everything the way it's happening. Please don't write the second book. But guess what? If I was Harry, that's what I would do. I would write Spare 2. Yeah, that's what I would write, the Spare 2, and I would tell the world what was happening there. Yeah, I'll tell the taxpayers, guess what? Kate Middleton went and got facelift with your money. You know my mouth. Don't trust me with stuff like that. I will blow the cover. Let's listen to the sister.
What's up, Sussex Squad, y'all? If your name is Harry or Prince Harry, it looks like your father is doing everything he can to cover up his shady connections to Kevin Spacey, y'all. In a move that shocks no one that believes anything other than Charles is a piece of crap. Charles has taken to publicly, what do you want to call it? Publicly trying to school Harry, publicly trying to appeal to Harry, or as I would like to call it, it looks like he is publicly threatening Harry that he better not write anything else about the royal family. Now, part of me when I read this was like, if Harry don't write a second and third Spare, because at the end of the day, no matter what Harry does, I'm 100% about this. They are cruel. The royals, right? It makes me mad I even have to call them royals, but the Windsors, okay? The Germans, they are very cruel. They 100% plan to strip Harry and Meghan of their titles, and more importantly, cast out, in my opinion, Archie and Elizabeth from the royal bloodline. That is it. That is their end goal. That's all they care about doing. And they will do that no matter what. Archie and Elizabeth will never have the right to take their birthright. They will do whatever. They will not allow royal bloodline. That is it. That is their end goal. That's all they care about doing. And they will about this. They are cruel. The royals, right? It makes me mad I even have to call them royals, but the Windsors, okay? The Germans, they are very cruel. They 100% plan to strip Harry and Meghan of their titles, and more importantly, cast out, in my opinion, Archie and Elizabeth from the royal bloodline. That is it. That is their end goal. That's all they care about doing. And they will do that no matter what. Archie and Elizabeth will never have the right to take their birthright. They will do whatever. They will not allow mixed race people into that family or even into the succession of power. So what does it have to do with Harry? They're playing with Harry and Meghan. They keep making up all these rules about what they better do. You better, because they're looking for an excuse to take away their titles. But the thing is, because they are cruel, they don't need an excuse. They want to just make them dance and tap dance, and they're going to take away their titles at the end of it. If I was out, if it was me and Harry, or and I was Meghan, I would be like, let's do whatever we want. You want to go on Dancing with the Stars? Do it. You want to write a letter saying how your father... Do it, because no matter what you do, it's going to have the same cruel result. You cannot stop what's coming down the corner. So why now? Why is Charles keeping Harry's name in his mouth now? I do think he's trying to distract from two things. One, that message that Kevin Spacey said, that King Charles secretly supported him. And that draws into the fact of, compared to Andrew, Charles was the real monster, or maybe they're both monsters, which makes me look at Camilla, right? Camilla was Charles, if you can believe it, his just saying Maxwell. He wants to distract from that Kevin Spacey controversy. I have a whole Royals playlist. Go watch it if you want like more detail, but he's a piece of crap and Charles is a supportive friend. But also, I think they're trying to distract from the fact that Charles wants to give the Royal Lodge not to Kate and Charles, but Kate and William, but to Camilla, so she can continue to live in a lifestyle which he's accustomed to. Just let her. Anyway, right? So in any case, where's this stuff? They're saying, so they basically did, in my point, they gave a brazenly public threat. Like, they keep upping the ante so they can expect Harry to live in a lifestyle which he's accustomed to. Just let her. Anyway, right? So in any case, where's this stuff? They're saying, so they basically did, in my point, they gave a brazenly public threat. Like, they keep upping the ante so they can expect Harry to actually respond back, right? Prince Harry directly asked by King Charles not to leak any more royal family secrets. So I guess if any family secrets come out or anything they want to make a family secret, and because the king directly told you not to do it, this will be the not the litmus test, but this will be the straw that breaks the Horsey's back, Camilla's back, by him defying it. And that will be the excuse Charles needs before he leaves this earth to punish Harry and take away those titles from his mixed race grandchildren. They're doing it all over Europe. Even the Queen of Denmark with the Queen Mary and Joaquin or whatever taken away. They took away the other son's titles because they didn't want those mixed race Asian kids to be prince and princesses. This is why I don't go up for any royals. And I'm glad Harry and Meghan left, because if they were into that, I would be talking trash about them too. I don't care how much they try to change the face of it. You cannot change the face of generational classism, racism, elitism, colonialism. It's baked into the blood. And a lot of people that just go fawning over the royals and yeah, I get it, the fashions, the drama. I find it funny too. But at the end of the day, they all need to go across Europe and every other place. But anyway, let's get into this. King Charles has asked Harry to stop giving away any more details about the royal family behind closed doors. When did he do this? He's not even talking. However, now it seems like Charles has had enough and asks his youngest son to stop publicly complaining about the royal family. Harry hasn't said a word about these people since he finished his promo for Spare. And I hope he writes another book. Spare, You Dare Me Not To? Watch this. I hope his second book is called You Dare Me? Say I Won't. I hope his third book is called Watch This. I hope his fourth book is called Be You Thought, You MF and Thought. I hope it's a trilogy or quadrilogy, right? There's Tom Quinn exclusively told the Mirror, Harry's been asked directly by his father not to write or say anything publicly about the family or his brother that might cause trouble. And everyone knows that when a king asks you to do something, there are going to be consequences if you do not obey. So let me get this straight. William can literally write fan fiction. I hate Harold. But if he a quadrilogy, right? There's Tom Quinn exclusively told the Mirror, Harry's been asked directly by his father not to write or say anything publicly about the family or his brother that might cause trouble. And everyone knows that when a king asks you to do something, there are going to be consequences if you do not obey. So let me get this straight. William can literally write fan fiction. I hate Harold. But if he opens his mouth to say anything, even to say, oh, I hope they do well, that there's going to be consequences, who the heck does he think he's talking to? What does Charles think he runs? And the thing is, the royal family has already, that's why every single time Meghan even wears something, there's an online hate campaign. They see the product. They see Meghan. They copy everything Meghan does. It's not that. They do this online campaign, not to fight with Sussex Squad, but to make sure nobody will hire Meghan to be a spokesperson because they're like, oh, you're going to get all this negative activity. They want to make Harry and Meghan seem like a pariahs. And if they do that, then they'll be cut off. The only thing is, it looks like whatever's going on with Kate is going to make them the pariahs in the end. He continued, over the years that Harry has complained about his treatment by his family has just had one aim, to get an apology and to see his father and brother make amends. Harry just can't see that complaining in private might work. He complained all his life. It's not going to work. There we go with the gaslighting. Complaining publicly just makes things worse, and in Harry's case, that means more and more ties to his past being severed. Yeah, this is a threat to take away his titles. Yeah. Get this. They said Jenny Baum highlighted the impact the family feud could be having on Harry's children, Archie and Lilibeth. Speaking of OK, she said, children grow up and are innately curious about their heritage and background. Why do we have to be curious? It's written in books. They don't ever have to meet you. And when your heritage is one of the most famous families in the world, it will undoubtedly seem rather odd and perhaps that you hardly know or remember them. Adding, imagine Archie, age 15, telling his friends, my grandpa was the king and my uncle will be king too, but he hardly knew or met them. How sad. And Meghan would have to bear the brunt of the responsibility for that. You know, if I was Harry, I would go off on them. They're going to do you in anyway. But that last paragraph was everything that I think is wrong with the royal family and with the royals in general. Because at the end of the day, imagine an American child saying, my grandpapa was the king. Okay, cool. And my uncle as well is now the king. Okay. What you want, a cookie? What you want? Like, the fact that you would honestly think, because in America, yeah, we thought it was cute, Prince Harry, but at the end of the day, in America, we are capitalistic. Do you have any money? Are you wealthy? Do you have any ties? No, we really don't care. The fact that they can't get it out of their way, that even being associated to the king in America is not the flex you think it is. And judging by the way William is running through that house like a bald-headed rhinoceros, destroying everything, baby, it's not the flex that even they think it is. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, guys, so that's Dissecting, sister here. So y'all go subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's what she had to say about all this nonsense article that's threatening Prince Harry from saying anything about the royal family. Well, it's his family. If he wants, he's going to write second book. I just can't wait until he runs down the other book, the Spare 2. Because there's lots of stuff to talk about. And I believe why this thing came out right now, after Catherine showed up, and second day after Catherine showed up, it's because they do not want Harry to tell people about it. But keep pissing him off. Guess what? Y'all know what you did to his mother. His gloves are off. Guess what? He's going to show up. He's going to show up to you. Yeah, he's going to show up to your doorstep. I just can't wait until he tells us what happened to Kate Middleton. What was happening. And where was she hiding? The taxpayers are complaining right now. Did y'all use their money for the facelift? That's what people are asking on TikTok. TikTok has lots of stuff. And on Twitter, they're not playing with y'all. The taxpayers are asking. Did y'all start using their money for facelift? Y'all. But if that's the title thing, that doesn't really bother me, because guess what? That prince was born a prince. What title they want to take? The Sussex? I don't know. Wherever that was bestowed by the queen. I don't know how these people's nonsense monarchy constitution works, because those people are a batch of nonsense inbreds. Yeah, and I do not want to even understand anything. They need to take that stupid title. What is the title really doing in the United? This is the United States of America. We don't need no damn stupid title to do something here. Here you actually need your job title to do something. Or your human title, not the stupid calling people like a duchess, a duke, a baron, whatever nonsense, queen, princess of Wales, nonsense. What does that really do to y'all guys? It's not even making y'all guys stronger. Y'all sound dumb and look dumb. With all those titles actually does look dumb on y'all guys. You earned those titles without doing anything. Didn't do anything for your country. You said you're going to be a human service provider. You're going to be helping people. You're going to be helping charities. Meanwhile, what did you do this year? Except hiding. And right now here you have there's an article somewhere in the paper saying y'all do not want to distract people because there's election coming. Why the hell did you have this trooping nonsense on Saturday? If you do not want to disrupt the people's minds from the thing. Did y'all pay them that Saturday when you kept them at home? Did they pay you? These people are full of nonsense. And their subjects, they have no clue. They don't even understand why they're paying for some people to just like get facelit. They ain't got no questions because, well, some island just kind of like doesn't make people think, I guess. I wish this thing here, you could just take those restrictions, this channel, this thing is something. We need to look for something, get our own platforms where we can speak everything openly, say it the way it is. Oh my goodness. Some words just doesn't go through these videos, I tell you. You can't even write the title there, like say the correct good something that you want to say. So y'all paid all that money for this lady's plastic surgery. Now listen how she's treating y'all.
To the Windsors. And you thought Kate was gonna make a change, and somehow this mysterious illness that had her looking better than she looked before with a new tightened face was going to change her outlook on anything, baby. It looks like your mean girl tendencies are back. Y'all, Kate couldn't even have let this mess rest for 24 hours before she wanted to come back and let us know she's better than the rest of us. As a matter of fact, she's superhuman, y'all. Let's get into this mess because I promise you, you cannot make this up. This is why I will never go up for anybody in the royal family. This is why. All y'all dummies being like, she's human, show her sympathy. Why? Because she don't want it. She don't need it. She thinks she's better than the rest of y'all. And y'all just don't get it. Or maybe the people in the UK think she's better, and that's why they're letting her do these little reindeer games. Y'all, listen. The Telegraph and Tatler both released articles with the same headlines, which lets me know that this was approved 100% by Kensington Palace, and Kensington Palace had a hand in writing this, and Kate approved it. What are these? Our Fair Lady, the Princess of Wales, a selfless display was the tonic that Britain needed. I said, okay, like you have maids, butlers, dressers, professional makeup artists, nannies. You have somebody that will literally, while you sit there, rub lotion on your feet and get you dressed. But I guess, right? You still showed up looking better than you've ever looked. With an odd scar over your left eye, but we'll talk about that, right? When lesser mortals would have stayed at home, Catherine proved that the show goes on. Lesser mortals. Now, y'all might be being like, Tisa, you reading too much into this. No, I'm not. This is what the royal family believes. Kate believes that there is something so special about her. That's why Willie and them picked her. Kate believes that the family was ordained by God. Kate believes maybe that's why she was hiding whatever was going on with her, that she has to prove that she is not a mere mortal. lesser mortals would have stayed home, but she is the best of the best. Kate, she is nothing but a woman that married a rich man. I hate to tell you it, but it happens all the time. Y'all thought, this is just like Boris Johnson when he got COVID. Y'all thought that Kate was somehow going to be what? Kinder, more gentle. What did y'all think was going to happen? We had the same Kate that we had that questioned a baby's skin color. We had the same Kate that we had that her and her mother helped launch a racist tinge smear campaign against lesser mortals would have stayed home, but she is the best of the best. Kate, she is nothing but a woman that married a rich man. I hate to tell you it, but it happens all the time. Y'all thought, this is just like Boris Johnson when he got COVID. Y'all thought that Kate was somehow going to be what? Kinder, more gentle. What did y'all think was going to happen? We had the same Kate that we had that questioned a baby's skin color. We had the same Kate that we had that her and her mother helped launch a racist tinge smear campaign against Meghan. We have the same woman that delighted in bullying a pregnant woman and laughing when Meghan had her miscarriage or mocking. We have the same woman that stood with William while they mocked Harry and Meghan after they got chased by these newspaper people. Lesser mortals would have stayed at home. Catherine proved the show goes on. You mean Catherine that didn't do a lick of work for 6 months? You mean Catherine that lives in a lap of luxury? You mean Catherine that was carried to the finish line and all she had to do was put a toe out and walk forward? Let me tell y'all this, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of playing this game. I'm sick of playing respectability politics. I'm sick of playing, oh, I'm the bigger person. I don't care anymore. I do not want to hear anyone that is sitting in the lap of luxury, has the best healthcare, makeup art, access to the best healthcare, makeup artists, dressers. Yes, I know every human has their own experience, but to sit up here and act like a person that is in the lap of luxury, that has everything at her fingertips, and everyone is kissing her butt, and you have access to things that we don't even know about. It cracks me up the way the average person really doesn't know how privileged this life is. Catherine, if she wants to be called that, turns the other eye away from Willie's wandering wee-wee. She ignores the indiscretions. She ignores that. Why? Because of what she gets. And what she gets isn't just being William's wife. She is sitting in a lap of luxury that 80% of people that make excuses for her just can't fathom. I don't know who needs to hear this. Rich people are not like us. If you think Jeff Bezos just has a multi-million-dollar mansion and you don't know what's going on, they are not like us. They live a life of privilege, of wealth, of elitism that a lot of people can't even imagine. The only thing they have in common with us is they have to breathe to stay alive, and they wake up every morning and they go to sleep every night. That's it. The access to regenerative therapy, cell therapy, hospitals, medicine, food, shelter, elitism, treats, holidays. Baby, you don't know what you're talking about. And for people to be like, show her some grace. No, I'm sick of this false equivalency. I'm sick of because Jeff Zuckerberg or whatever, Mark Zuckerberg walks around wearing the same t-shirt and jeans. Oh, billionaire. Those t-shirts are $800 and the jeans are $4,000. Those sneakers probably cost more than your mortgage. I don't care how much they dress up like us. I don't care many times they do interviews. Their life is something that they can't fathom, that we can't fathom. That's why they keep their lifestyle very, very quiet. That's why they try to be old money whispers, new money booms, because they don't want us to know. Because if the average person knew how different their lives were to somebody that has money, people would be a lot more upset about why somebody has billions and billions. See, you're like billions. See, you're like people bought into money can't buy happiness. If that was the case, Jeff Bezos and all of them wouldn't be harboring money. Maybe the life that they give, I'm not saying it gives happiness, but it definitely gives comfort, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Kate is not like us. William is not like us. Stop making excuses. And I am sick of people acting like people that have everything in their hands because they choose to do something, which is self-serving, which is to keep their MFing paychecks. That's why they showed up. Because this little racket they have going on with the $40 billion and the $24 million a year, they were really trying it and testing and about to be the straw that broke the camel's back for disappearing for 6 months. Now, what was going on? Kate might have been in divorce negotiations, separation negotiations. Maybe she's even sick. Maybe all these things are true at once. The point of the matter is Kate is back being a mean girl because she wants everybody to know that lesser mortals couldn't have done what she did. What's that? Scheme? Put one leg up and make it woo, put the hooves on the glass. Shout out to Camilla. What did you do besides host dinner parties, give in to all of William's desires, take years of humiliation, mocking all this, even be mocked by the royal family just so you could secure your family's bloodline into that wealthy and elitism? There is nothing Kate has ever done that has been good. It has only been self-serving. And they can sit all there and people can be like, oh my God, no. This shows who she is. She has not changed. Like Meredith said, the Telegraph, y'all are effed up for this one. Not to mention setting Kate up as superhuman as a disservice to the princess as well as though mere mortals with cancer and perhaps without access to top-tier health services. Let me just say, I agree with Meredith except for one thing. This is approved by Kate. I think one of the reasons Kate was probably so embarrassed about being sick and why the queen died of bone cancer. Philip died, I believe, of cancer too. They literally, I don't even know if they put it on the queen's death certificate, but go ahead and research it. That's what happened. Because you forget that the royal family actually believe what they are. You forget that the queen and all of them are supposed to be descended from the blood of Jesus. You believe one of the reasons that they say that commoners can't marry in is because they have some special rarefied blood. They are royals. They believe that, and what's more, they need to show that. That's why the queen, even when she was sick with cancer, couldn't admit it because she's What's more, they need to show that. That's why the queen, even when she was sick with cancer, couldn't admit it. Because she's superhuman, don't you know? Somebody descended from the blood of Christ wouldn't have cancer, right? That's for commoners. That's for mortals. And Kate's still on her thing about, okay, fine, I'm not from royal blood, but I'm still as strong of a commoner as you're ever going to get. These articles were 100% approved by Kensington Palace and Kate for her rollout. Tatler said, fair lady, the Princess of Wales' selfless display is the tonic that the Britain needed. And they also said she is superhuman. Tatler ran it. Love Lola said, that's Lola Unspoutable said, from Tatler's Catherine the Great article to Ryanair pegging tweet, Kensington Royal has shown they will intervene when they perceive statements as damaging. Remember when Kate went on the warpath because somebody said that she had Botox, even while she's talking to us like this? Oh, what are you talking about? Kate doesn't have Botox. Y'all remember that? Right? They'll interview when they perceive statements as damaging. This is an appalling insult to those affected by cancer in order to prop up their princess. Could this go unchecked by the palace? I would go as far to say not only is it unchecked, it is approved by the palace. Henry VIII said, it's been 16 hours. My guess is that they will quietly delete it in a day or two, but this is what the palace wanted. They really are that tone deaf. I don't think they're even tone deaf. I think they believe this. They believe they are rarefied, which is why no minority can marry in, which is why Meghan can't marry in. The royals, in my opinion, are modern day eugenics with their weak chins and their whatever. And probably the only reason they were allowed to marry Kate is because they we can't have too many more people looking like that. We need a little bit. Can marry in, which is why Meghan can't marry in. The royals, in my opinion, are modern day eugenics with their weak chins and their whatever. And probably the only reason they were allowed to marry Kate is because they we can't have We can't have too many more people looking like that. We need a little bit new blood. Jamie said their PR team is a hot mess, so I'm not holding my breath. While Nittner said, is this to say that other people who are suffering and can't be there for a big event just aren't trying hard enough? Of course, that's what they're saying. Because even though Kate might have common blood and get cancer, don't you know? She's like the best of them. And the fact that they had the nerve to say this mess after you show up after 6 months looking better than we've seen you look in 2 years, with definitely what looks like, in my opinion, cosmetic work. Anyway, Walt Nittner goes on to say, for F's sake, we have a friend who's currently in hospice at our local hospital who busted his ass to beat pancreatic cancer. Sometimes this disease is too much. Again, like Cammie Dupree said, they only care about themselves. Andrea said this is such a mean headline. Listen, it is what it is. I've said it a million times. Everybody that showed sympathy for these people, you guys are idiots. And I know some people get off of, we're not like them, they take the higher ground, baby. Do you not know how to fight evil? Do you not know the paradox of intolerance? This is how they were able to completely ruin Harry and Meghan's lives. Because instead of people jumping in and start windmilling on fools and letting them know they don't run anything, and who are you to say anything about Harry and Meghan? Y'all wanted to prove, oh, but we're the better people. And meanwhile, the palace is looking and be like, and these better people just got run out of England. I am telling you, when you are dealing with people with morals, with dignity, with a conscience, yeah, it's okay to keep things friendly. But when you are dealing with people that delight in cruelty, in hate, in literally, in my opinion, thinly veiled eugenics, that delight in their cruelty, why the F would you meet them with love and compassion? Now, listen, I'm not suggesting anybody goes to Kensington Palace or Kate. No. I'm not saying spreading online hate. I'm saying it's time we rise up and start pushing back immediately against these effed up narratives that they want to push on Nigeria, Africa, Harry, Meghan, minorities, insert anyone that isn't white, British, royal, aristo. Again, they're showing you who they are. Even if you believe the fact that Kate's been suffering from a disease for 6 months, it might pull her away from her family. This is what she comes back to. This is what she was waiting for, to stunt who they are. Even if you believe the fact that Kate's been suffering from a disease for 6 months, it might pull her away from her family. This is what she comes back to. This is what she was waiting for, to stunt on you hoes, showing, yeah, other mere mortals might have, but I'm here. Baby, listen, you don't got to tell me again who you are, and y'all need to start treating the royals accordingly, because I actually feel like if people had taken them to task earlier, Harry and Meghan, and as much as people from Sussex Squad, and listen, everybody believes what they want, but if they had started windmilling earlier, baby, they would have backed off Harry and Meghan earlier. But instead, everybody want to be a Pollyanna, and now you got Pollyanna games. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I am tired.
Yeah, Tisa tells you all. Guys, can you believe someone is coming from some deadly disease? And that's the tone of something that they're going to have to write in public? And how about if that was really not a big C that she was suffering from? How about if that was totally different something? And somebody's going to come out here and disclose it to y'all guys one day. And I promise y'all, someone is going to come tell you the truth. It's going to come from the tabloids people themselves. Just wait. So did y'all hear what Tisa said? 2 newspapers wrote exactly the same thing with the same title. Yeah. Well, but guess what? The people in that country, I don't know. Them people believe that if these people are no longer there, if the monarch is no longer there, they won't survive. Means their government won't function and the country is just gonna disappear. So therefore, they have to, well, it's not bothering them, but who are we to stress their tax money? We don't pay for their taxes. It's their tax and their monarchy and their people. Well, let them deal with it. And the level of this arrogance, I'm telling you, it's out of this world. You know, if anyone really had a big C, they would never come out here and start looking for any kind of drama. You will not see that. No, not at all. But this big C is kind of different one. You know, in this 2 seconds here, on our Father's Day a few days ago, when was the Father's Day? A couple days ago. You know what happened on the Father's Day? They brought in pictures. They brought in William's picture, one picture with both the children, all his 3 children with him. So they were like, well, right now we're challenging Harry and Meghan. We want to see them, present them kids. So you guys still want to believe that they still have children? Because if they had children, they would present the children on Father's Day. I don't see lots of parents presenting their children on Father's Day. The Father's Day is for fathers. It doesn't say it's a children's day. Why would Harry and Meghan present their children? Because you presented William with his children. There is no competition between Harry and William. We all know who's the star of the show. This William is living in Harry's bubble. So he's not any kind of event that somebody was already talking about that picture. They say that picture is apparently AI generated. And I believe that too. Because if you look at William these 2 days here, that dude actually looks like the person who really has a big C. His wife doesn't look like she had a big C, or the father. But the dude does look like he has something. Yeah? He lost weight. He lost lots of weight. But it could also be related to substance-related disorder. Both of those ones. There's a probability because, you know, that's what the dude be doing. And, you know, sometimes when you have lots of women, you can't be gaining no kind of weight. I'm just saying. Yeah, you running around with this one, running around with this one, with other rose bushes, rose flowers, all those kind of roses around, I don't know, wherever there, with all those, what? Miss Peggy? How you gonna gain any kind of weight? So if you're gonna tell me the guy who was standing there with those 3 children, wearing shorts, with that healthy-looking back, normal person, I don't believe that was bullying. No. It's definitely AI generated. Yeah, we need to send that to that dude, that black dude who dissected the picture that was released on Friday about the picture that was announcing Kate's return. That picture was definitely AI generated. Because if you look at that regular Kate that we saw on a thing on Saturday, the AI picture from Friday did not look similar.
Eid Mubarak to those who are celebrating. Been very busy today celebrating Eid, so I've just been quite busy. But let's get into all of this and just break this down. So a disgusting article was released today from the Telegraph. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'm just disgusted by it. This is how it's opened up, guys. When lesser mortals would have stayed at home, Catherine proved that the show goes on. This article in regards to Kate has gone viral, accumulating nearly 80 million views on the app X. Lesser mortals would have stayed at home is so degrading to those people who have suffered, experienced, and who have died from cancer. What kind of creature would write such an insulting statement about cancer patients? Somebody says, I'm a doctor who works with cancer patients. They all have bravery, strength, courage, and resilience. So to call them lesser mortals, you should be deeply ashamed of yourself. And this is also very bad PR for Kate Middleton's comeback when she doesn't need to be dragged dragged into this, but she definitely is. And this is what is wrong with the monarchy. They are seen as superior, they are seen as better when they are being paid by us as taxpayers. She was placed into a carriage. She's got the highest care and precision next to her to deal with her cancer-related issues, when many other people don't and are waiting for the NHS and are suffering and don't have that financial freedom that the royal family have. So to call us as people lesser mortals is barbaric. It is so disrespectful to so many people who have suffered and are still suffering with cancer, who don't have the financial capabilities and the medical capabilities that they deserve. So this is what is so frustrating about the royal family, is that they are put on these significantly high pedestals for no reason. Not only that, but a eagle-eyed view picture of how many people attended the Trooping of Colours was released, and there was barely anybody there, guys. So for this to be a royal comeback for Kate Middleton, you would have expected a heaving amount of people to come see her, but that wasn't the case, number one. Number two, nobody was speaking about King Charles. That is going to irritate him because it's his birthday, it's his moment, it's his time to shine. He wasn't getting any of that. And if this was Diana returning, the streets would have been heaving all the way through like it used to be. And the fact that barely anybody was there when 24 hours ago it was announced that Kate Middleton was returning, it was her big comeback, and yet I just feel like nobody was there. Her presence was solemn. Everything would just seem sad, you know, when it should have been a great moment. It just was very odd to me as to why... Like, I don't know, it just was very odd to me because I expected a lot more people to come. Now, a new picture has been released today to commemorate Father's Day for William, and he's looking out to the beach with his 3 children. I'm so sorry to you, but this picture looks like AI to me. I don't even have to look at people who found edits. This blatantly looks like AI to me. I don't believe Kate's taking this. Kate is alive. Yeah, we've seen her, and I've been screaming from the beginning of reporting this that Kate is alive. I've never come to you with very weird conspiracy theories like other people have. I've stated very, militantly that Kate Middleton, I believe, is alive. And I just think that her health is in a bad state and that she's having marriage issues. That is it. That's all I've been stating. And just echoing what the Spanish press have been stating. That is it. So for those who think I've created outlandish theories, you're mixing up people, beloved, because I definitely have not been doing that. We've just been monitoring the gaslighting that the press and the royal family have done to us. The whole situation, when we look back at it, is very confusing. I feel like we've been lied to, we've been treated like crap, and they've been dangling things in front of our face and making a mockery. From all that fake stuff they gave us, the fake TMZ picture, the fake farm shop. Notice the fake TMZ in the farm shop video and picture, it was very blurry of Kate. But when we saw her at Trooping of Colours yesterday, it was very clear through the car, everything was there. So they could have done that before, but they chose not to. And my question is why? Something in the buttermilk is not clean. They've been hiding shit and it just doesn't make any sense. This picture for Father's Day to me is AI completely. It just looks like that. I'm not buying it. We don't need to buy it because they don't need to sell it. Nobody's asking for this, and I don't know why they've come back to stuff like this, but it just looks odd, weird, manipulated in some kind of way, and that's just how I feel, and I feel like they're taking us for a fool. Now, a video has gone viral of Kate Middleton at the Trimming of the Colours. It's accumulated 1 million views where somebody has stated that she attending is AI. Now, this to me is barbaric. I don't believe it. You know me, I go against the tide no matter what they say. So many people were assuming she was dead, and I militantly said that she's not, and so many people disagreed with me, and I was fine with it because I knew that that's what happens when you go against the tide. Now, this video has gone viral of her accumulating 1 million views where people think that she is not really there and it was CGI. I think that this theory is false.
In that little piece there, he's kind of showing the video from yesterday, the picture from yesterday where Catherine is dressed up in her white dress. So apparently people are kind of thinking that is AI. No, I believe that was a human being because I believe I saw that Kate there. I don't believe they are. I know those people can manipulate stuff, but I don't think they are smart to that level. Yeah, I don't think they're smart to that level that they could just trick our eyes like that. So yeah, that's kind of like that theory is kind of a little bit I do not agree with that either. So yeah.
said, we saw her there, and seeing her there has packed up the rumors and conversations that people are assuming that she's dead. It hasn't packed up everything, but it's packed up the rumors that, people think that she's dead. I don't know what this video is, who's made it, but it's gone viral. People think it's CGI because you can see through her leg and something's cut off and it just looks wayward and weird. I think that was genuinely her on that balcony and through the window, but this video has gone viral, and because it has gone viral, I wanted to bring the discussion here to see if you guys have seen this video as well that I'm going to put in this. I don't know what you make of it, but it's definitely confused a lot of people, but I definitely believe that was Kate on that balcony and Kate is alive. And I've said that many a time in this video because I want to make it abundantly clear. Now, breathe. I'm speaking way too fast. Probably all the caffeine and sweets that I've been having today. My bad. But make of this what you will. This new AI art picture of Father's Day, this video that people are saying is AI, which I don't believe. The bird's eye view picture, I expected a lot more people to be there. And also this disgusting article by The Telegraph to call human beings lesser mortals. This is what they're doing. They're laughing in our faces, the royal family and the people that work with them. They are laughing in our faces. They see us as lesser mortals, inferior, like we're creatures. And it is disgusting and so disrespectful. And that is why this article has gone viral. A negative article to go viral in association directly with Kate Middleton and her comeback is not good PR for her. I don't know what The Telegraph were thinking. I don't know what Allison Pearson, who wrote this, was thinking. Very stupid article, and it just, for those who have accumulated and gone to study to get their journalism degrees, this is what you're writing. You should get your degrees stripped, because how can you write stuff like this? You've opened an article with lesser mortals. It's so infuriating, especially for those who have experienced, suffered, and survived cancer, who are probably reading that article. Like, it's insane. Like, she was treated hand on foot with a golden spoon, left, right, and center. She's not comparable to everybody else who's waiting on the NHS for cancer-related treatments and don't have the financial capabilities to go private. Like, it's insane. The inequality and the classism in this country stinks, and it starts with this stupid royal family. Do you know how much it cost? Do you know how much stripping of colours cost? In articles today, it was stating that it costed £10 million of the taxpayers' money, £10 million to create this stupid event that nobody was barely there for, to parade themselves, to see themselves as superior and us as lesser mortals, when that 10 million could have gone to our doctors, our nurses, our teachers, paid them proper wages, and for the fact that there are so many homeless people on the streets that barely get enough food or roof over their heads, let alone our electricity bills that are sky high, our rent that is sky high, that everything is going high, property, everything, inflation 24/7, but the royal family have the time to take 10 million of our taxpayers' money that instead should be going to the NHS to create a better system rather than being privatized, or our railway roads that are absolutely being crushed, and expensive tickets. It's more expensive for me to go up to Newcastle or Liverpool or Scotland than it is to go to freaking Spain or Portugal, because everything is so high. They've used that 10 million for a stupid trimming of the colours event. Anybody who's pro-monarchy, I will never understand it. It is ridiculous. It is pathetic. And if they're not trying to usher out our princesses like Meghan and Diana, and at one point we thought Kate, then this is what they're doing with the money. And it is insane. I hate it. Probably my 5th or 6th rant on the unnecessary spending of the royal family. And when people up north die, and if they don't have a will, then what happens? King Charles can take their property, take their money, and that in itself is barbaric within itself. So sorry, I had to just randomly rant because I'm so infuriated by what is going on. Yet there are still people who want to give Kate Middleton, her camp, her team, and the royal family the benefit of the doubt when they throw all of this in our faces. It's insane. They lie, it's mockery, they steal, they take money, it's daylight robbery, and I'm just sick of these people. They're just so annoying. Anyways, I'm glad that
the level of that mockery. You know, those people, English is their primary language. They only speak one language. They don't speak multiple language like us. And it's somewhat very hard for them to word their own word and put it into perspective, not to hurt others. I don't know, because, and the people of the UK, I believe, because you know what, they're keeping you hungry so they can control you well. So, when you're hungry, you can't be moving around. Look at people in developing countries. those people don't really care about politics, because guess what? The system was made like that to keep them asleep and keep them hungry, so they won't be bothered to learn whatever is happening in their political whatever, in their parliaments. This is what's going on around here. I wonder if this same article is still gonna be there by tomorrow morning, because you know those people are known to write those kind of stuff, and then tomorrow morning when you wake up, the article is gonna be gone. But guess what? We have the receipts right here for the people. Y'all share this video so people could also watch it and learn how those people perceive them. You know, these people, they can gaslight you. They know how to gaslight people. Remember the slavery? They called the black people weak people. They said we were weak. We were nobody. But guess what? We built every single thing that they have. Every single house where they sleep, we built those. But yet they call us lazy. So tell me who's lazy? It's their nature. They think they're above it all. They're above the universe. Oh, y'all can't say nothing about them because they're superhuman beings. Imagine the people going through real cancer who are not wearing stilettos to come out in public at this minute here. This is, you know, some articles just makes me mad that I can't talk. You know, when something angers me, makes me mad, it's hard for me to talk. I'm gonna stop all this thing right here, so y'all guys go check on Murad Morelli, and he is on TikTok as well, and also here on YouTube. And Tisa Tells, that's our Sussex friendly channel, and she does good job. So y'all guys support both of those ones. I'm gonna talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Please have a good day where you at. See you, and I love you. Bye bye.